Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about my makeup inventory. This is a thing that I've done for a couple of years now, and I find it really helpful to sort of get myself started in the new year with being very focused on knowing what I have, and I find that it helps me not purchase all the makeup. I definitely have some categories in here that have boomed and need to be focused on. So it also helped me figure out where I want to head in things like my Project Pan for 2021. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a category by category breakdown of what is in my current makeup collection, and I will show you how those numbers stack up to last year. All right, these are my lip balms. So I have two that I'm basically gonna finish off real soon here. I've got the Bite Agave Lip Mask in Champagne. We're on the tail end here. And then I have my Chapstick Total Hydration in Blood Orange. These are definitely on their way out. And then I'm left with all brand new puppies. So these four from Laneige came in like a little set. I will be using these at night. So I have grapefruit, mint, choco. I have berry, and then the last one is apple lime. So I definitely feel confident that over the course of this year for my nighttime lip balm, those will get worked through. And then I'm left with these. I have this one, which is the Trader Joe's #1 Almond Cream Nourishing Lip Balm. I have 3 from Chapstick, 2 in Candy Cane, 1 in Cherry. And then I have this Burt's Bees Lip Balm, and I think it's just in like their generic original flavor / scent. So those are the chapsticks. All right, primers. I have both my eye and face primers. This is a category that keeps getting smaller and smaller as the years goes on, which is fabulous. First one that I have is one that I'm currently working on. It's my Cover FX Blurring Primer. Terrible packaging. I have since moved it into this Tupperware container, so this is definitely gonna get finished off real soon because it's not great packaging. Then I have a new addition, which is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Very curious to see all the hype about this particular primer. And then I also recently purchased the Beauty Blender, the Leveler Pore Minimizing Primer Base. This I really liked when I had a sample of it, so I'm happy to have a full size. As far as ones that I probably will finish off this winter, I tend to go for more illuminating primers once I get into the mid-January mark. So I'll definitely finish off the #7 Skin Illuminator Natural Looking Radiance for Beautiful Glow. I was panning this last year before I had a chance to finish it off when the seasons changed. I also have this. I've made a big dent in this one. It's my Ulta Beauty Hydrating Face Primer. This is a nice primer as well. I'll probably get this finished off in the winter. And then I have these two from Laura Geller. They're the Spackle Treatment Even Tone Makeup Primers. These need to get used up this winter or decluttered because I've had them for a couple of years now and they're definitely on the older side. Then I have my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. This is a nice primer. I'm looking forward to using this. I definitely think that if I don't buy any more primers this year, I probably can get those finished. And then I have these samples. I have my JOA Pore Deactivator, and I have 2 of the Instant Prime Activators. And then we come to my one eye primer. It's the CoverGirl Lid Lockup Eyeshadow Primer. I have actually removed the stopper because I was having a hard time getting sufficient eye primer out of this. I don't feel like this is the greatest application method. So I definitely feel like in the next 3 months, this will be finished off, and then I'll be back to my Milani one, which I realized is the best of all the eyeshadow primers out there. Okay, foundation products. This is a category that has really boomed for me at the last 3 months, I would say, of the year. I found myself in the market for a foundation and I just couldn't seem to find one that I liked and ended up with all of these. So we'll start with my 2 oldest. I have the J. Manuel Filter Finish Collection Skin Perfector Foundation in Light Filter 2. It's a little too dark for me, so I can only wear it either in the summer or mixed with some kind of lightener. And then same here with my other oldest, which is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 140. I definitely need to use both of these up this year, or they need to be decluttered out of my collection. Then the third oldest is one I got about a year ago. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear. This is in the shade name, but it's the lightest shade, I can assure you. And this is pretty good. I actually will probably try to pan this year as well. Then we move into like where I started to struggle with finding like the right tone for me. So I wanted to go back to one that I'd had before, which is this CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. This is in the lightest shade that they have, which is Porcelain, or L10, like light ivory. But as you can see, this is definitely changed in tone from when I've had it before. It's a little bit too yellow leaning, so I have to lighten it in order to use it. So then I went back to the drawing board and I wanted to, at the time, try what everyone was talking about, which was the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation and the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. Oh, I gotta tell you, back in September when I was trying these out, these just made my face look slick. Like, I don't like to have a dewy looking face, so I'm not quite sure why I thought these would be good for me, but I've held on to them because I want to try them in the winter to see if maybe I would like them in these drier, wintry months. However, if I don't, they'll be decluttered because they are just not my favorite, at least at the time that everybody else was loving these. So then I purchased off an Instagram ad, very boldly, this Il Makiage, I think is how you pronounce it. They were touting themselves as like being the best like matching type of foundation. And I gotta tell you, it actually matches me very well. This is their Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. It's not the fullest coverage, but I do really like it. My shade is in 010. And amazingly, it is a good match for me despite me getting it off of an ad. So I do like this one. And then at my tail end of my ropes here, as I was trying to find like a good match for me that didn't require any blending, I treated myself to this very expensive one. This is the YSL Touche Eclat Radiance Awakening Foundation. It's just the best of the best. This is in the shade Cool Porcelain BR10. So yeah, this is a big area for me. I don't think I really captured for you guys how much this had boomed in the last 3 months. I also have some samples. I've got the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I'll probably try it in vanilla, but I just haven't done it yet. I've got the Beauty Blender Bounce. I don't know if any of these shades are okay for me, so I haven't tried it. And then I have my Tarte Amazonian 12-Hour Clay Full Coverage Foundation in Fair Sand. So definitely much like concealer, I need to make some serious progress in this category. I definitely will be popping these into project pans throughout the year. I have one mixing medium. This is the LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment in the shade White. This I purchased after I couldn't find any on e.l.f.'s website. The jury's still out on if I like this better, but it is relatively inexpensive. I think I got it on sale for like $5. So if I do like it, it's better than when I purchase it from e.l.f. because e.l.f. doesn't have this size at this price point. So we'll see. All right, this is a category that I've had like a huge boom in. So we'll start with the two that I've been using as my go-to. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in Light Ivory. It's too dark for me to use as an under eye concealer. So I have been using it as a spot concealer for the last like 2 years. I am on the actual like tail end of finishing this off completely, which means I'm in the market for a new blemish concealer. I think I'd like to have a cream-based blemish concealer, but I don't know of any besides like, I think the NARS Potted Concealer. If you have any recommendations for one, please leave it down in the comments because this will be gone in the next month. Then I'll need to purchase a new one. The other one that's my go-to is my under eye concealer. It's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline in the shade 110 Fair. I do have it as a backup as well, which is totally unnecessary, but I have it because I couponed it for free one day before I realized I already had this one to finish off. The rest of these, oh boy. So I haven't really purchased any this year. These are all like from last year. I had a girlfriend in the fall send this to me. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light 2 Vanilla because it was too light for her, so she thought that I could get use out of it, but I haven't really strayed from the Maybelline one. It's kind of my go-to, but sometimes I use this. Then I have the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Cloud. I don't know if it's a great match for me, but I have it. I have these two from e.l.f., which neither one of these shades is great for me. They're almost like too brightening, like it doesn't look cute. So I've been mixing these with foundations, but they create a really heavy coverage. So I don't do it a ton, but I have this one in Fair Beige and Fair Rose. They basically are the same color. Then I have these two. I also feel like these are a little too brightening, like compared to this, which I prefer. These are just a little bit too bright. So I don't know if these are all gonna survive in my makeup collection, but I have them for now. I've got the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in Fair Porcelain, and then I have Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Medium Full Coverage in C3. Don't really know what that means for a shade name, but this is definitely a collection that needs to get smaller over the course of 2021. These are my loose blushes. I have this J. Manuel Beauty. This is the Filter Finish Collection Luxe Filter Loose Powder in Light Filter. I think this is a really cool packaging because you actually are meant to put it in here to be able to pick it up off your brush, which I really like. I go through phases where I use this sometimes and other times I don't use it. It's the only like skin tone type of loose powder that I have. The rest of these are all white. I have the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent Extra Coverage. I've got this Velvetizer from Urban Decay. I haven't used this very much, but I wanted to snag it at a deep discount when they discontinued it. I have this Hourglass sample that I have, which is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And then I have my current like go-to, which is the Halo Glow Setting Powder. I don't see myself getting rid of any of these, but I would like to at least finish off one of them in the 2021 year. As far as bronzers go, I have this NARS Laguna bronzer. I have the current bronzer in my Project Pan, which is the NYX Wonder Highlight and Contour Stick. I'm only using this side. I'm not touching the highlight side. And then I have this blush and bronzer duo from e.l.f. in Fiji. And no guarantees that I will use either one of these two powder ones up. I'm still deciding. I'll make a better decision once I finished up the next one. But this category is looking a lot better than it has in previous years. All right, here is my Still Too Large highlighter collection. So I've got my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is in the shade Moonstone. This is a liquid like sample that I think I got when I purchased one of their like Christmas sets. I have this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Multi-Stick in Light Up My Hibiscus. Looks like that. Another sample, this is the Ulta Beauty Liquid Illuminator in Starlight. I have the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Highlighter. Looks like this. It's like a pinky, icy pinky type of highlighter. This is in the shade Who's That Pearl. This is the Clinique Chinese New Year Year of the Rat 2020 highlighter that they came out with. This is their Cheek Pop highlighter. It's Gold Celebration Pop. One from Tarte. This is the Stunner Amazonian Clay 12-Hour highlighter. This has sort of been the new go-to after I finished up my Becca Opal highlighter, not as finely milled by any means. Got the Benefit Cookie highlighter, which looks like this. This is huge. This will be a never gonna finish it up kind of highlighter. Then from Wet n Wild, I've got the Mega Glow highlighting powder. This is in the shade Precious Petals. Looks like this. Familiar with this one, but this is my Lancome Glow Subtle Silky Cream highlighter in Glowing Lights, which is 06. I've been trying to pan this throughout the last year. Got this Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. Got a lot of gold. I definitely need to go through and scrutinize more closely my gold type highlighters because we're not done with gold. Then I've got this powder highlighter in Citrine from Jouer. Oh yeah, she's pretty. Other one from Jouer that I have is Rose Quartz, which I had to repress. It looks like this. Final three, all hail from Becca. I have the Vanilla Quartz. Whew, so pretty. And these are both Champagne Pop type. Yeah, I've got Champagne Pop, which looks like this. And then this one is Prosecco Pop. So definitely need to go through and focus on golds in particular and narrow it down because your girl does not need this many gold types of highlighters. This is my blush collection. Very happy that I have narrowed this down a bit. I have two of the Benefit box blushes. I have Rockateur, which you guys have seen. I've been trying to pan. Maybe 2021 will be its final year. I also have my other go-to, which is Coralista. I've had this for a long time too. It doesn't look like I've made any progress on it. I have this one from Jouer. It is the Flirt Blush Duo in Kiss Me and Touch Me. This is Kiss Me and this one is Touch Me. I do like both of these. I have this one, it's a cream one. This is the NYX Rouge Cream Blush in Boho Chic. This I really need to either pan in the next year or get rid of. I love the color of this, but this definitely won't stay good forever. Another box blush, this is a deluxe size. It's the Benefit Dandelion. Ooh, she pretty. Got one of the e.l.f. Bite Size. This is in the shade Spiced Apple. You've got a blush and a highlighter. I don't know if this is a good tone for me. This might get decluttered once I play with it a bit more. We've got the Tony Moly Crystal Blusher in Pleasure Peach. This one is actually a really great blush for my skin tone. I always underrate it, but then I love it when it's on my skin. And I have two from Tarte. I have Partey. This is a great like neutral type of blush color. And then I have this one in Fanciful. Love both of those. And this is my blush collection. I'm actually pretty happy with having this small number of blushes. Okay, these are my current setting sprays. I have two from Ofra. These are more of like my can it hang while I am dealing with like sweaty, moist temperatures. And then I have these three. I've got the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Prep and Set Water Mist, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water, and then I have my, not Urban Decay, but this is my Mario Badescu Rose one. These I use more in this time of year in the winter, and then these two are more for like the spring, summer months. I definitely don't like that I have 5 compared to last year's 2, but I definitely think at least in this winter, I will get 2 of these used up, and then once these are used up, I will be in a much better spot. Another one-off product here, it's the number 7 Instant Illusions Wrinkle Filler. This is what I apply on my under eyes before I do my foundation and then under eye concealer. It helps sort of fill in those small fine lines that I have, and it does help keep my concealer from sinking in, so I'm a big fan of this. I go through one of these about every 2 years, which is a pretty good rate because I use it every single time I apply makeup. These are my single shadows. We'll do this one real fast. I have 4 of these Maybelline linens, so just the cream color waiting for me to use them. And then I have this one in Soft Pearl. I have a couple of ColourPop from their That's Taupe collection. I've got this one in Kush and this one in Ritz. These are nice like eye toppers. Another one from ColourPop. This is, I want to say from their like astrological sign shades. This was on like a super steep clearance, which is probably why I purchased it. I have this repurposed highlighter from Fenty Beauty in Sandcastle, which I think is a gorgeous single eyeshadow for me. I have this Ella Eden London shadow. This is a gorgeous shade. I don't know if it's Julia is the shade name, but I think it's a beautiful like icy pink color. I use it all the time. I also have this Nomad. This is in the shade Midnight Sun. It's a highlighting powder, but I like it as an eyeshadow personally. Got these 3 from L'Oreal. I have this one, which is Endless Sea. I have this one, which is Amber Rush. And then I have my most used one here, which is Always Pearly Pink. Really like these. And then I have 2 from Cargo Cosmetics. I have this one in Pasadena. Looks like this. And then I have this purpley shade, which is Provence. I have 2 what I'm calling like my eyeshadow bases. There is a chance that this one from Tarte, I'm just gonna declutter. It's the Waterproof Shadow Stick in Sage. I just don't see myself using this enough to be able to pan it. Like it's not a universal color for me to go to. And I don't wear green a ton, but I do still love the look of it. The one though that is my new go-to is this MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I'm finally one of those girls who has one of these. I purchased this once the one that I had that was my go-to was gone, and then the other one was, expired. So this is the new go-to. I'm sure this will get finished off this year because it's the only one of its kind that I have. These are my current liquid eyeliners. So I have one of my NYX That's the Point Hella Fine eyeliner. I have an open one and then I have one in a box. Definitely need to get these finished off this year or get rid of them because I've had them for, I think this is my 2nd or 3rd year with them. It's a very long time. It's kind of embarrassing. Then I have 2 other ones from Haus Laboratories. This is the liquid eyeliner, Matter Than Matte liquid eyeliner. I have it in Punk, which is the black color, and then I also have it when they came out with the brown color. This is in Whiskey. I will definitely say this isn't my favorite tone of brown. It leans a little bit on the reddish side. I prefer more of like a chocolate brown, like what you see in here, which is the CoverGirl Line Exact Defying Eyeliner. This thing is super old. Found it at a Dollar Tree. Oh, but I love it. I used to wear this stuff religiously. I need to crack it out and see if I even still like it, but I was trying to use like this one up first. And then I have my Be a Bombshell Onyx eyeliner. Again, this is a super old product. Need to get these finished off this year. Then I have these sort of other eyeliners. This category hasn't changed in a couple of years. I have my Vamp Stamp ink. I have these Sephora appliques, and I have these Quick Cat eyeliner strips. I still want to be a person who does a cat eye. I haven't let that dream die yet, but so far, no go. These are all of my pencil eyeliners. So I've got my 3 go-to ones right now. I've got this Maybelline Lasting Drama in Sleek Onyx that I've been trying to use up the last year. I have the Sephora Cocoa Crayon, in Cocoa. This is basically anytime I want a brown, I come to this guy. And then this is my waterline. Basically all the writing has washed off of this, but it's from Essence. That's all I can tell you. And it is a nude color. The rest of these are a combination of brown and black. So I've got the Sephora crayon. Again, this is in the shade Black Lace. I also have it in the shade Black Lace again. And then I have it here in this Flirting Game, which is like a brownie shimmery one. Another black one, this is from Marc Jacobs. This is one I've tried to pan but never finished off before I got sick of it. I have this It Cosmetics No Tug in black. I have another one of those Sephora, oh no, this is a lie. This is from Julep. It's the Gel Eye Glider, and this is Smoky Taupe Shimmer. And then this one is from Jouer, and it's their matte black. Basically, what I was doing in 2020 was I would use a felt tip, and then I would try to use a pencil. I'm gonna try to do that again and focus on some of these smaller guys, because I feel like, especially with the ones that I can scroll up, that I can go through them pretty quickly, since I do wear eyeliner every single day. All right, let's talk mascaras. I'm actually glad to see this category is definitely on the smaller side. I did a really nice job this year of not buying too many mascaras and really focusing on having the ones open being smaller and getting those used up rather than having a bunch of open mascaras. So I have 2 of the same primer. This is the new favorite primer. It's the Milani, the violet one, lash primer. I have this current tube that I feel like is getting on to the end of its life, and then I have a fresh one ready to go. I try to not keep tons of mascara backups. With drugstore, it's kind of hard because I can coupon it really easily. And then every now and then when there is a big sale on like my favorite type of high end, which is the Tarteist from Tarte, I do end up buying a box. I got this for $10, so I'm not upset about it. I'll definitely pull it out once I finish off the 2 that are currently open. I've got my Revlon So Fierce mascara in Blackest Black. And then I have this goofy L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara in the black brown shade, or is it just the brown shade? I can't quite remember, but this is what she looks like. This is not my favorite mascara, but we're still gonna plug away on it. I do love the Revlon. I think I've used like 3. Maybe this is my 4th tub of it because it's just so good. So these are all of my mascaras. Okay, so big year for me in the lip department, odd, despite the fact that we were wearing masks. I am breaking this stuff down into more specific categories because I've had such a boom. So these are like my lipstick products. So basically anything that's a stick that's for lips is what this is. So I've got this L'Oreal Glossy Balm in the shade Ginger Candy. Feels pretty fitting. Then I have one of the few dupes that I've got for my NARS or Reggaeton, whatever that's called, satin lip pencil. This is the Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in Soft Raspberry. Then I, while I'm talking about it, have the NARS stick. You can see here, don't have much left of her, so she's definitely on the way out. I'm actually surprised I'm still getting usage out of this one. Before these 2 roll away forever, I have the Physicians Formula Maru Maru Butter. This is in Soaking Up the Sun, and this is in Mauving to Brazil. These are very pigmented lip balm type products. Do like the colors though, so might try to get usage out of them this year. Then I have the Mally Lip Magnifier Lip Color in Golden Star. Definitely time for this one to get finished off this year. I have the L'Oreal Color Riche in the shade Burnished Blush, which looks like this. And then the 2 newbies, I've got my MAC Modesty. Love this color. Don't know where she's been all my life. And another dupe for the NARS, it's the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in 460 Blushing Mauve. Also really like that color. So big year for me for lips. We're not done. Let's go ahead and move on to lip gloss. Forgot one lipstick. I've got my NYX Butter lipstick here in the shade Sandy Kiss. Can't be forgetting about her. She was an OG before the other ones came onto the block. Okay, here's lip gloss part 1. These are all of my like square glosses. So I have 2 of the Maybelline Lifter gloss. I've got this goofy one that I should not have purchased. This is in Pearl. Not sure she's gonna survive. I just wanted to buy one when there was all that hype. And then I also have it in Moon. I don't know if I love these, I'm not gonna lie. Not sure that they're worth all of the hype and attention that they're getting, but I do have 2 of them. Then we come to Haus Laboratories. You guys, I can't speak highly enough about how much I love these glosses. I acquired 3 over the last year. I have my 2 originals that I love the most. I've got Blaze here and Venus. Both of these, basically whenever I film, I'm wearing one of those 2 over the NARS Satin Lip Pencil. Then these new 3 editions, I have this one in So Popular. I've got this one in Mic Drop, and then the last one, which I got in the spring, this is in Lavender Blonde. This was definitely a bit out of my comfort zone, this one, but I really just, this is my favorite gloss of the moment. I then have this Smashbox with tiny little writing, don't know what shade it is. I've got this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Dreamer. I've got this Goofy Jouer product. This is the lip topper in Champagne Gold. I don't foresee myself keeping these 2, but I haven't done like an actual shopping block of lip products. Boy, do I need to though. I have this Laura Mercier. This is in Bear Baby. I've actually been liking mixing this with Modesty. Love the look of those together. And then I have Make Lip Gloss in the shade Victoria Plum. So definitely need to scrutinize this collection because this is only one part of my lip gloss collection. Let's look at part 2. All right, here's part 2. So I have this Revlon Ultra HG vinyl lip polish from the Wonder Woman, whatever it was. Movie wasn't good, PS, saw it, didn't like it. What shade are you in? Oh, Birthday Suit. I'm undecided about this one. Same thing with this one from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. lip lacquer in Wild Rose. Jury's still out on those 2. Then I have this one from Milani, the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. These are like my favorite, I'd say, drugstore gloss, aside from Haus Laboratories, which is not drugstore. This is in Rosy Bronze. I have this old guy. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Apple Strudel. Ooh, sorry, throwing things. I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in Saint Tropez. I go back and forth on whether or not I like this on me. I have one from ColourPop. This is the ColourPop Luxe Gloss in Come Through. The doe foot applicator on this is kind of ginormous. I don't necessarily love that, but the gloss texture is nice. I have a Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Sweet Mouth. I want to like these more than I actually do. Ooh, then I have this magnificent Hard Candy Plumping Serum Volumizing Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Nude Beach. Guys, I've had this like 6 weeks and look how much progress I've made on it. I freaking love this gloss. I think it's gorgeous. I have an old standby. I used to be a big fan of the Buxom, but I've kind of strayed from them a little bit. This is the full-on lip polish in Sugar. I do like that color though. And then lastly, I've got this basic Bath & Body Works Hot Cocoa and Cream lip gloss, which tastes exactly like you're putting chocolate sauce on your lips. So really need to make some headway here in the lip category because this is just obnoxious. All right, guys, I would love to know your thoughts on my makeup collection. I definitely will be following up this video with a eyeshadow palette collection. It definitely has changed significantly since last year, so I'm really excited to give you that update. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon.